And welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I'm going to try to change the orientation, and when I changed it before, it kept telling me change the orientation. So let's see what that does. Welcome to a live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by your community guidelines. Okay, no, I do not think I can change the orientation. Well, I tried. I tried. So let's find my little find my little tripod here. And let's see, put on my earrings. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, well, I'm going to start out with what I've made for Christmas this past week. Let's start out, well, let's get everybody closer to me. Okay, I made a hat. Made a big Santa hat. And what is he? He's a bathroom tissue holder. So he would look nifty sitting right there on your, well, you can't see him, sitting on your bathroom counter. That's cute. Oops, my camera keeps rotating on me. This thing doesn't like to stand up. Let's see what else I made. Next, I made the Christmas pickle. And he's got arms and legs and plenty of dots. He wasn't that hard to make. As a matter of fact, he was fairly easy. But I think he turned out really cute. So we have a pickle. And then I made a Christmas penguin. Look how cute. Made him a little scarf. And he's just darling. But what I think is cute is this elf. They called her a mushroom elf. I don't know where they got the mushroom part from, because no way does this look like a mushroom. This just looks like a plain elf. So I'm calling her an elf. And we'll sit her back up here. Or can you see? I don't think you can see any of them. But thank y'all for watching. I put my earrings on. I was going to wear my, oh shoot, can't even think of a name, snowflake earrings this morning. I can't find them. I don't know what I did with them, but that was like this scrunchie this morning. Is that the right scrunchie? Yeah, that has green in it. It took me all day yesterday to make this one tiny scrunchie. And I just wasn't feeling it yesterday, and I just couldn't crochet. So far this morning I have made this. Look at this. I'm making a Christmas sweater. Well, I've got a hook that just looks just like it. But anyhow, I made a Christmas sweater. I made him, well, I started him out this way and this way, and I've already sewn this side together. When I finished this side, I went ahead and sewed it together. And now I'm coming back down the sides. And so I'm making the front or the back or whatever you want to call it now. And, well, shoot. Did I lose my pipe cleaners? Yeah, I did. I was going to show you how to make a coat hanger for the sweater here. Okay, I'm not saying anything that people have asked me to say anymore. My moderator said y'all are having me say bad things in a foreign language. So no, I am not. Hi, Chad. Oh, you love the penguin. Thank you, Paul. TBW Cam says hi. Hi back. How you doing today? Chad says hi, 8I. Okay. TBW Cam. Who is TBW Cam? Well, hey to TDW Cam. I can't crochet and read too. Hey everybody, let's see, who do we have? RUMINANT. Ruminant. Hi. Okay, Tyler. I'm old enough to be your great-grandmother. How about that? Because I have a 30-year-old, well, all of my grandsons are over 30 now. So that should tell you an indication of what my age is. Way too old for you, not unless you're in your 80s. And for me to be interested in you, you would have to have more money than me. And a lot of other requirements. You're going to have to be able to walk without assistance. Because I'm not stepping down from my quality of life. So, Tyler, you're not too old for me. Okay. Thank you for the interest. So I'm just going to finish this little Christmas sweater. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, how many do we have here? Let's move my stitch markers up. I haven't been moving any of them. But we need to have about 12 rows here. And I don't know why you look stupid. Do you ever look at your crochet and go, that don't even look right? Well, that doesn't look right. I don't know why. Okay, we're coming back down this row. Let's make sure we have 10 here. Thank you for the thumbs up. I sure do appreciate y'all liking my channel. And I really wish you'd like it some more. And this yarn here, okay, this yarn here, check that out. It says Hobby Lobby Gardendale. I bought this back in December of 23. No, it wasn't, 24. Because I didn't have time in 23 to do this. So this is when I first started shopping at Hobby Lobby. Because I'd been shopping at Walmart. And I'd been shopping at the Dollar Tree. And then our closest Dollar Tree is in Gardendale, which is a good 10 miles away. So I went to Gardendale to find me some yarn at the Dollar Tree. Oh, they were so picked over. They didn't have anything I wanted. And so Hobby Lobby is just down the street. I mean, I walked from where I was at Dollar Tree. I mean, it's just, what, another 25 feet. So I walked down to Hobby Lobby. And ooh, I was happy when I found the yarn. So when I bought this yarn, I bought this skein of yarn, the variegated, and I also bought a green, a red, and a white. And I didn't realize I had those colors because I put those colors up in the specialty drawer. What is the specialty drawer? It's 4th of July. I have red, white, and blue yarn for 4th of July. Labor Day. Okay, Christmas colors are red, white, and green with sparkles in them. So I bought the red, white, and green in the sparkly. And then I put them up in the specialty drawer. Didn't even know I had them. And I had been wanting this multicolor. What's this multicolor even called? Christmas. It's just called Christmas. And I did not hook up my camera's power. So let's hook us up so we don't go dead today. And this doesn't say, this really doesn't like to stay on this. And now I've got my yarn and cords and everything all messed up. Well, I just can't keep with my rows. Keep forgetting to move. And I don't know what that is. Calm down, take some deep breaths. I don't know why that looks like that, but we can change it. Or is this about row 10? Oh, we passed that. Oh, we're way back here. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Count it again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, this last one was the mistake. I need a new color. Get me a new color. Orange will stand out. Well, you're too long. There, this orange will stand out. Okay. Let's get my stitch markers through because I'm coming to the end of this sweater. And I don't have but just a few more rows to do until I'm finished. Okay, 1, 2, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Maybe just one more. No, it looks like maybe 2 more. We'll look at it when we get down here. But let's do a couple more rows. Finish off this little sweater. And his hat's looking so far, cute little sweater. Yeah, it'll need to be blocked to keep the ends down. My favorite thing to do. Block. My goodness. Something's going on outside. Did y'all hear that big truck fly through here? I live on it's not even a secondary road. I would call this is Old Adamsville. So we're in the old part where if both of you are on our road, if both of you are in the ditch, 2 cars can pass. But both of you have to be in the ditch. I mean, it's impossible to do otherwise. And we have all these yard maintenance people come out, and they just pull up and park their vans and trucks with trailers all over the road. I mean, they just pull up and stop in the middle of the road. They don't even pretend to pull over to the side a little bit. Well, this is the people's yard. I'm cutting their grass, and I can't cut the grass in their yard if I park in their yard. So I'm going to have to park in your yard so that I can cut their grass. That makes me so mad. And I was told I was not a good neighbor. Why are you parking in my yard to cut the neighbor's grass? It's not called for. So that's what I deal with some days. But luckily, that grass cutter, I haven't seen them this year. So I'm glad they're gone. And I think this house across the street has sold to someone else because Reverend Ravel used that grass cutter for years when he was renting the house out. But I don't think the house is rented out anymore. These people have been here for about 1.5 years, and nobody stays in that house over 6 months. So I really don't know what's going on over there. Okay, we're about at the end, and I keep showing y'all the ceiling. And I'm trying to keep this down. Okay, let's pull this stitch marker up and check to see how long our sweater is compared to the other side. Is that it, or I need another one? I made it 10 long before I started the shoulders. And I think I know what I did wrong on that row I told you looked funny. I think I forgot to do a chain 1 before I turned. Yeah, that will make your stuff look funny. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Did I do 12? Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay. Thought I did 10. But I think this is where we need to be. And I'm just going to close this. This is tricky and easy as I can. I'm going to slip stitch the sides together. So let's finish this off here. It never fails. I have lost the scissors again. That's what happens when you work at the... Okay, this is the crochet desk that I'm sitting at. To my side is a desk that I got from a family of a dear friend who died several years ago. They gave me Henry's desk, and I've treasured this thing ever since I've gotten it. I really love Henry's desk. But it's just your standard desk. 3 drawers on each side with an opening in the middle for a chair. And this is the old-timey desk when the chairs were little. And then my husband built me this bookcase over here. It has a bottom shelf, a middle shelf, and then the top. And we've been keeping my printer up here. That's what I use for my printer. The paper will slide out and print me several pages over here. And then behind me, we have my computer desk that I crochet on too. Because sometimes if it's something I really want to see up close, I'll come to the computer and watch crochet lessons. And if it's just something that is easy to do, then I will just sit in the living room and crochet so I can watch the big TV. And that's only if I'm making it from the pattern on the TV. But if I have a pattern, I can sit and do anything I want. Okay, put the closing on the wrong side. Just snip. Well, I guess I am going to have to thread this through. But we'll go ahead and get rid of this yarn tail. Oh, I did bring water with me today. I went to the doctor last week, and she gave me some new sinus medicine that I hope is going to finally clear this cough up. I've had it since March the 31st, because I went out shopping one day and drank a drink from my friend's, because I was coughing. I told her to hand me my drink. She handed me her drink. Well, she had a cold. I came home sick. Well, I didn't come home sick, but I was sick in the bed by 8 o'clock that night. So don't drink after somebody who's coughing or sneezing, because it will make you sick. Okay. And where do we want to start? Let's start right here on this end. Get me another drink of water. But anyhow, I went to the doctor last week, and she gave me a new sinus medicine. It's actually an inhaler. And she says that when I'm getting all stopped up and have my sinuses are draining, that it actually causes something to happen in my throat. And so she gave me that inhaler so I can cough that mucus up. And that's why I'm so hoarse right now. I'm hoping this will clear up as soon as we get this done. But I've been on this medicine since Saturday. And it says take it every 4 hours, and I've not been faithful to it. Well, I was today. I used my first inhaler at about 6 this morning when I got up. And I used it again at 10 just before I started this. And it seems like I cough just a little bit more right after I take it. But the medicine, that's what the medicine's supposed to do. Okay, start on this side right here. Join our yarn tails together. We'll go through the front of the sleeve, go through the back 2 loops of the sleeve, and we're just gonna single crochet this together. So we pull through one time just to get a loop on. Yarn over and make up a loop, and then yarn over again, and that's your first single crochet. And you just continue in single crochet down the arm, so on the front to the back. Let's see. Laura, hi. How are you doing today? Is anybody crocheting anything with me? Show me what you're making. Send me, well, I can't get if I'm live, can I? But send me y'all's project. Show me what you're working on. Are y'all doing Christmas in July also? To go ahead and get a head start on it for somebody? Because this would be really cute for one of my nieces. And then the other niece, I can make her one, but I can't make it out of the colors with, I'd have to make hers out of cotton. She's only a year old. So hers would have to be made out of cotton and not Christmas colors. I can do, you know, red and green and stuff, Christmas colors, but I can't do the ones with the metallic. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't do the metallic thread with her. As a matter of fact, children don't even need worsted weight. But the other one is 5 or 6 now, I think. Man, children just grow up so fast, don't they? One minute you're attending their birth. Next thing you turn around, you're attending their kindergarten graduation. And to turn on the sleeve, we do it just like we was doing a real sweater. We're going to do about a couple of stitches here around the turn. Okay, I did 3. And just single crochet down the row. Well, went through the wrong hole and picked up too many stitches. And I split my thread while I was at it too. Let's try this again. But some days you just can't seem to crochet. Okay, let's put that down for a second. Get my middle help back together. Okay. And I messed something up in here. I skipped a stitch. Let me tie this down here with the orange, so I'll make sure I'm keeping even here. We don't want to get to the bottom and be all messed up. But that looks about right. But I knew I did something wrong. It just didn't look or feel correct. So those are you who just tuned in. I am making a Christmas sweater, doll size. So don't get all upset when you see it so tiny. But here it is coming together. Now that is looking like a sweater. As I told y'all earlier, moving day is tomorrow for my mother. My sister and my mother are going to be at the old house with the movers. I'm going to be at the new house having ADT put in. So everything will be all ready when my mother's ready. Okay, we need to fasten off here. Just fasten off and sew it closed. We'll fix that with the other yarn tail. Now I can take all these stitch markers out now. This morning I was looking for the Christmas sweater that had the coat hanger made out of a paper clip. I couldn't find that one, but I found a crochet sweater that had the coat hanger made out of pipe cleaners. It wouldn't be as good for like a little doll box, but it would look cute just hanging up. Okay. Now let's start over here at the bottom because I've already sewn that arm up. So let's start down here. And we're going into the side. We're not going into the last single crochet of our loop, of our round. This is starting to get a little bulky. We're just going through the sides, single crocheting our sweater together. We can do that on the doll clothes. Just keep sewing our sweater together all the way down. We got to get this underarm closed good. And we're going to put about 3 single crochets in here, so that if he were able to move his arm, it would bend. And slip stitch into there. Let's stretch him out a little bit. Yeah, this looks like a nice Christmas sweater. Can y'all see the colors? Because to me it looks like all y'all can see is dark. And I guess it's the way the light is turned. I don't know. And then the back side looks just as good as the front. we're just sewing our yarn tails. Okay. Tie these in a double knot, and then we can sew the yarn tails in. I'm going to go ahead and cut that metallic string. And it's just like tinsel, this little stuff. Little skinny tinsel. Throw that in the floor because we all know tinsel is for life. You get one in your house, and if you don't pick it up right then, it's like they breed. Tinsel, and I try not to use those things anymore. The same as, oh shoot, the Easter basket stuff, that green stuff. Just cannot do with that stuff because it's everywhere. It gets everywhere. You can't do anything with it. And just sew the yarn tails in. I don't know why that stitch looks so huge. I guess I let my tension get away from me. Well, that looks a lot better now. And we'll just sew it through here. Get in here to the back. Oh shoot, and I unthreaded it. Well, I unthreaded my yarn. So what are we gonna do? We're just gonna look at it. No, we're not. We're gonna go get the, we're gonna go find my pipe cleaners. Let's go find our pipe cleaners. I'm gonna run and be right back. I left them on the bed when I was looking for something else. And I promise I'll run. Okay, this is as fast as I can run. But it said to take your pipe cleaners and twist them together. And of course they had pretty red and white, but I don't have any red. All I have is the white. Twist them together real good, because if you don't, it will show when we start twisting this into a shape. It will not look good. Okay, so I have a coat hanger here. So we can, I have a coat hanger so we can see how they're made. And it needs to be folded up on one end so those aren't showing. Come down. How wide do we need to be? Maybe here. Come back down. Well, I guess I should have started from the middle, shouldn't I? Okay. Pull this off. Down, 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 down. And make us a little hook. Okay, let's try to mold this into shape. Oops, came apart on me. Or maybe that's what I need to do, is make him longer this way so his hook doesn't look so odd. Up and over. Okay, hold this, move it to the middle. Tyler, are you still there? Say something. Oh, come on, all of y'all can tell me something. Hey, hey y'all, I see you looking. Okay, and you know how to put a sweater on the hook. You go from the bottom. Oh, my yarn tail's trying to come through with me. Come on, get that. Come on, get it in the sleeve. That just jumped in the sleeve like it knew what it was doing. And this one is not poking for me. There we go. There we go. Poke that in. And there we have it. We have our sweater with a coat hanger. So we can hang him up. Where will you hang up? Nowhere, because all the push pins are gone. Okay, what do we want to make now? Well, we brought our coat hanger in here for a reason. Because this morning I was trying to hang a sweater up, or rather a shirt up. And you know, it's that jersey material where you can pick the whole thing up and wad it in your hand. It's this big, even though it comes down to your knees. Well, I put it on the hanger, it fell off. Put it back on the hanger, got it all rearranged, put it in the closet, fell off. So I'm going to make it its own little coat hanger so that it won't fall off. Yeah, I can buy some. We can all buy coat hangers. But I wanted to make this one. I guess that's how a coat hanger is really supposed to be made, because if it didn't have those, if it didn't have these two pieces in here, this plastic piece here and this plastic piece here, that would be exactly where, right here's exactly where that would fail. So they put it together tightly. Let me try this. All you do is single crochet around the coat hanger. That's all there is to it. And that will make this non-slip. And this is going to have to be huge down here. Almost like a puff. But it's not going to be a puff. We're just going to use up a lot of yarn to get around this. Well, it's not a safety feature, it's a design feature to keep it from breaking. So this little piece is giving us a little problem. maybe we can just come over here now and start filling in. Just getting around that plastic part was tricky. And I thought it was tricky crocheting around a scrunchie to make, or a squoochie to make my scrunchie. Well, maybe I should have started it the other way, but when I get a little bit further around, that hook will not be in my way. Just to work this side of it, not get in the way. There we go. I finally found a way to hold all this. I'll show you how I'm doing it. The thumb is holding the coat hanger, and I'm holding the yarn with the same hand, such that the thumb has a purpose today. Usually the thumb just sits there, la-di-da, hanging out. But today our thumb has a job, which is unusual. And no, I don't know how many it's going to take to do one of these. I haven't made one of these since the 70s. Why did I think I need to make one today? I don't have any more line slip hangers, and I need one. Well, it's a good thing I got the table here. This might be going all over the place. And now I don't know how to hold it again. Come on. This is the easiest way to hold it. Don't let go. And these don't need to be close together like this. We don't need to be closer together, since we're just keeping the hook. Since we're just covering our coat hanger, it just needs to be done loosely. You know, don't let the white show, but don't bunch it up, you know, trying to make 1,000 stitches at once, because we don't need that. So just hold it together. Oh, hard to do. And come around this corner. Well, we'll deal with that when we get there. Yeah, I noticed the 70s are back. The bell bottoms, the paisley. Oh, these granny squares. My goodness. No rupologies. Yeah, I've been thinking about that for a while, saying, did the 70s really make it back? But I guess so. All the styles come back. So if we'd known that when we were younger, we could have just saved all of our clothes, never gotten rid of them, just put them away in a cedar chest or something with cedar, or locked in a box a storage box so that you can't get any moths to them and eat holes in your clothes. But yeah, I've got one piece that I have kept from the 70s that is a paisley. It's a paisley blouse. It's a paisley blouse, but it was done as sort of like not exactly a boat neck. It just had the opening here, and then it had the long, what we call butterfly sleeves, and then we had high-low before there was a high-low. So it was high-low in the front and back. And I loved it. And I usually only used it as a cover-up for my bathing suit. That's how it got to be here for so long. It's a bathing suit cover-up, and, well, it's been all over the world. Well, I didn't take it to Europe with me because that was winter. Man, snow on the ground. Well, go to Europe if you want to see snow, not unless you're in one of these. Well, I'm from the South. I'm from Alabama. Snow to us, we call it apocalypse. It's a snow apocalypse because it shuts down our roads. We don't have these sand trucks or the chemical trucks. I mean, this is maybe a once every other year event for us to have a snow apocalypse. And we had one recently. Well, it's not been that recently, but my husband was working that day, and I was at home watching it come in. I called him to see where he was. If y'all live in Birmingham, he's at, oh, what is it? Oh, it wasn't Trader Joe's. It was, is that a Publix? Whatever that grocery store on the left is, right at the waterworks. He was at that store going to make a stop. I told him to just turn the truck around in the intersection and come home. If he noticed traffic coming towards him, there wasn't any. I finally convinced him to turn the truck around, but he wanted to work all day long delivering tanks to people who would need them, because a lot of people heat with propane. The 20-pound cylinders is what my husband delivered. The 20-pound cylinders, and they make heaters to burn them. So that's what some people do when it gets cold and the power goes off. Well, you have to have an alternative way to heat. You can't just sit there and freeze. If you have a fireplace and gas, you can stay warm. If you don't have a fireplace or gas, you're going to get cold and hungry. So, I really like a gas stove, so it would really be inconvenient for me to go back to electric. Because I really don't like electric, because it's, if you don't follow the gauge numbers for the temperature, now that is one thing it's good for, the gauge for the temperature, whereas gas, you just have to look at the flame and decide what you want to do with it. Am I bothering you, baby doll? Is this coat hanger in your way? Well, you're not too bothered. You don't want to get down. My little baby. Well, I don't think I showed you my baby today. This is Tiny the crochet dog. So, hey, Tiny. Hey, I'm Tiny the crochet dog. I like to sit in my mommy's lap and crochet. And she does. She sits with me in here. No, you can't lay over my arm. I had to have my arm. And her favorite way to lay, if I'm at the computer, she puts her paw over my arm and lays like that. Well, while I'm crocheting, she can't lay like that because I need this arm. But if we're just at the computer doing things, she could have that. Have my left arm. Okay, we're trying to make it around this curve here. Just slow and easy. And I think this is going to take us, oh, it might take us an hour to make this. I'm a slow crocheter. In the day, I was fast. I could do a minimum of a skein a day. Isn't she a beautiful baby, my little Tiny? Yeah, her little tongue is so cute. Yeah, she sticks out one little piece. Just like that. And I guess all Yorkies do it because we took her to a Renaissance festival last year. We took her to a Renaissance festival last year. And I wish, well, we went to one in I think it was in Alabama. Or maybe it was Tennessee. It was close wherever it was. So we went to a Renaissance fair. And somebody asked me, has her tongue started hanging out yet? I didn't know what that meant. This is the only Yorkie I've ever had. So shortly after that, her tongue started hanging out. We're going, well, I guess that's what Yorkies do. Because I don't know. Like I said, this is my only Yorkie. And you have to comb them every day. You have to put in the, not the the leave-in conditioner. You have to use the conditioner that you leave in to tangle, for her tangles. Because before I cut her hair, it would take us hours every day to comb her and get the knots out. And then this summer, we went for, something came up, we went for about a week without combing her, and by then she's just all matted up. I had to cut her hair to get all those tangles out, or either us just go through all that misery. And I just couldn't put her through all that misery, because it was. And we don't take her to a groomer. I'm afraid to take her to a groomer. I've heard too many tales about somebody taking their dog and they come back and the dog is cut in places, or they got bruises on them from where they hit them. No, I'll just groom my own little baby. Yeah, now I'm stamping myself for this hook. Yep, should have made it the other way. Come on, easily loop it over my thumb and just crochet around. See, go back. I missed some things. I am in England now. We know some snow. Okay, this is no rupologies. No rupologies. I remember at university, and my roommate was from Egypt and saw snow for the first time. It was so surreal to watch a grown woman discover something we are so used to. That is true. We're not used to snow. Down here in the South, something new for us. Yes, I don't like to cook on electric. I did for years until I discovered gas. I didn't know what I was missing. But my first gas stove, oh my goodness, I was in heaven. And that house also had a wood-burning fireplace. I never got cold. I could always eat. And when the power went out down there, luckily, when the power went out where I lived before in Vandiver, let me tell you, when the power goes out, there's no water. Water pumps quit. But we were lucky enough that a neighbor had a well that was covered up now, but it was still usable. So everybody went to her well and got water. So we had water that week. We had food. And I mean, the power was out for so long, cell phones went dead. But that didn't take but just a little while. Just call the family and say, hey, we're in Vandiver. Oh, the power's out. The roads are closed. We have heat and water. We're fine. So, you know, we didn't have to make too many phone calls. And this isn't balancing on my thumb like it did to begin with. Uh-oh, I got another stalker. Come on, guys, stop hitting on me. I'm happily married. My husband is the love of my life. We were married, he was 45, I was 50. So we didn't get married as children and not know, you know, how the world worked and, you know, how love worked and all this other stuff. So when we got married, I mean, we were ecstatic. And all of our friends and our churches were so happy for us. I stole a Baptist preacher, y'all. Not a Baptist preacher. I stole a Baptist deacon. I did steal a deacon. And they knew when I married him that I stole their deacon because I'm Pentecostal. That was a pretty little Baptist church, Adamsville Baptist Church. We loved that church. Our friends are still at that church, but we're Pentecostal now. Okay, what's the difference between Baptist and Pentecostal? Pentecostal believe that we still have the gifts that the apostles had. We can still heal. And we have all the gifts of the apostles. We can pray for healing. People get healed. But Baptist churches think that all of that died when the last apostle died. That doesn't happen these days. I can tell you it does. Most certainly tell you it does. So if you're in pain, go to a Pentecostal church. Tell the pastor. He'll take care of you. I haven't seen the wheelchair people get up and walk, but I have seen people get up and walk. How do y'all think that's working out? I think that the red, white, let's see, how's it go? It's red, white, red, green, white, red, green, red, white, green, red, white. It just, it's like it turns around and goes a different way. But I don't know how they I do know how they manufacture yarn. I actually looked it up on how it's made. And so they told, and all these people getting upset about there being a knot in their skein, and going nuts saying it needs to be half price or something, they need to go watch those videos, because thread breaks. You have to redo it. Thread breaks. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. And on those big looms, it could be thousands of threads at one time, or more than that. When they started out, they had barrels with hunks of yarn that big wide, and they just had it wrapped up in barrels, wrapped around and around. And they would pull from the barrel and it would slowly unwind. So if y'all like to see how things are made, go see Hats Made. I love that channel. And, oh, what's another good one? Unwrapped. Is that the candy channel? Yeah, I like to watch them make candy too. But then I could sit for hours up in Gatlinburg at the wrapping machine for the taffy. I can watch those machines all day. Okay, let's figure out another way to hold this hanger down. Sort of holding it up against me because it keeps trying to slap around. Me and Tiny don't be slapped with a coat hanger. It's mean. And man, don't you know, it used to hurt when they used to spank you with those metal coat hangers. Cannot imagine. But some parents' idea of discipline is different from the rest of us. And now we're in a day and age, if you spank your children, you go to jail. So now we have kids who don't know anything about law, order, respect. And I was raised in a genteel time. Men opened doors for women. I mean, that doesn't happen anymore. And let's even up our crochet here because it's starting to turn on us. And it really doesn't matter if it's straight or not. I'm just taking care of it. Oh, well, shoot, I'm too close to the edge now. Can't hold it at all. We'll still try my thumb, but maybe if I put that hook over on the other side, it would be easier to deal with. But that's what my problem is. It's the hook on the coat hanger that's making this difficult. Have y'all given any thought of what you want to make for Christmas? Or is anybody going to make anything for Christmas? I know you're going to. Give me your ideas here. What does that top fan say? It's a squiggle. What's that squiggle mean? For those who just tuned in, I'm making a non-slip coat hanger. I have a dress that fell off the hanger this morning, and I don't have any more of the non-slip hangers, so I need to make me one. They aren't hard to make. They just take I don't know, I did this in an hour. Somebody who's fast could have already made 4 of these. Passionate Kelsey, I watched her, was it yesterday, day before? She made something like 44 scrunchies in 12 hours. It takes me an hour to make a scrunchie. But then she's using the big yarn too. I'm blaming it on the big yarn that she's so fast. Because I use worsted weight and it takes a lot more crochet stitches to make it look as big as that. Because I do these in treble crochet and they're not that big, and put 3 stitches into each single crochet. Okay, coming up to a corner now. And I guess we need to prop this in my lap now. Okay, we want to make sure our stitches are tight when we turn this corner. We don't want any gaps. I ordered a new Christmas crochet book. I can't remember what the name is, but it'll be here tomorrow. And I can start making things out of my new book. I've just been making whatever caught my fancy the last couple of days. Still want to make an ornament and a drum. Yeah, make sure you get your stitches tied on this corner or you'll have gaps. Well, really it won't matter in the closet, it'll just matter to you, not unless you're giving it as a gift. Okay, just drop all those stitches there. Try it again. Keep it tight. You don't need it to wander around on us. Yeah, swing it around. I think we're coming around on this curve now. Okay, how we gonna hold it now? No, that hook is gonna have to be up this way. Yeah, we almost have it finished, don't we? How long have we been working on this? Anybody know? 45 minutes? I am making, okay, for those who just got here, at 9 Crochet wants to know what I'm doing. I am making a non-slip coat hanger. Well, we're coming down to the wire. If I hadn't made my stitches all so close, would have been finished. And we'll try to think of something to close it up, but I don't know if we can do anything to make that prettier. It just, the way it is, it just didn't work. Oops, it's getting too close to my eye. Well, what have y'all been crocheting? Nobody's going to tell me what you crocheted. Y'all just, do you crochet at all? But I was raised in a polite society. We were taught respect, dignity. People these days, they don't know what respect is. They call it, they throw the word respect around, but they don't even know what it means. And we said yes ma'am and no ma'am and yes sir and no sir. I still do. And if a child opens up the door for me, I tell them, yeah, thank you ma'am or thank you sir. And I open doors for other people. You don't have to be struggling to get the door open around me. I'll open it for you. But people just see elderly people with packages and struggling to open a door. They won't help them. I guess they're waiting to see if they're actually going to fall out in the street. But I don't understand this younger generation. I just don't. Seems like nobody's working. Everybody's on welfare. Well, I'm on Social Security, but I work for it. I probably put twice as much into that fund as I'm going to get back out. And then when Congress stole all the money and gave it to foreign countries, I have no words to say. I'm not going to get started. You remember, oh shoot, what was his name? Andy Rooney. You remember Andy Rooney for 60 Minutes? Yeah, I can get started like he did. The fleecing of America. Because y'all, yesterday I received a magazine. I ordered something through the mail from somebody I don't normally order from. Now I'm getting catalogs. I don't really care for catalogs. I don't need them. But this one came in. It said, you have been pre-approved for $1,000. And all of their stuff in that catalog, like the lamp I'm using. Here, I'll show you my lamp. This lamp right here. I might have paid $30 total. It came from Amazon. They were selling the same thing, $79.99. Marked up almost double. Or more than double. And telling them all you have to pay is $5.99 a month. Can you imagine how long it would take you to pay off $1,000? Some things are just not right. Okay, get you under here. Finish off. Get my yarn tails together somewhere. This one's here. Okay, get our yarn tails together. So I'm closed. Well, I don't think I saw you closed. You were sewn in. So let's get this finished. Let's just do the needle. Well, I'm going to have to do the needle this way. Well, I thought I was making my stitches big enough to get back through here. Well, oh, thank you. Yeah, I made, these are the light earrings. You know, the Christmas light earrings. This one over here is red. And the other one is green. We'll get this back in here. Okay, thread my needle and get this sewn in. Let's work on this other one now. Okay. I got my needle in under my stitches. Okay, thread my needle. Come on, you can thread a needle. You've done it before. Well, it's just tangling up on me. Or unwrapping, rather. Yay, I got it threaded. Cut that yarn tail. yarn tail, and I'm all ready to hang my blouse up. Well, I called it a dress earlier because it's a really, really long blouse. And I know girls these days, they wear really long blouses as dresses. And, well, I'm an old woman. I have to have pants with those little short skirts. Well, what do y'all want to do now? Finish this? Okay, I'll finish it. I'm not aggravated with it anymore. I can finish it. Just sew this under so it doesn't show through. Just go through our stitches and get this behind it. I would like to have a crochet buddy with me, like Creative Grandma. I just love Glenda and Cody. Is that his name, Cody? I think so. Glenda and Cody, I just love them to death. And he is so sweet. And yes, some grandsons crochet. I taught my grandsons how to embroidery one year for Christmas because we were making Christmas ornaments. So him and a neighbor boy, I taught them both how to sew. And how we're, I don't know, 8. But that taught them the skills to sew on a button or mend a hole. Oh, come on, pull through. Pull it tight and snip. Okay, we got 2 more yarn tails here. Okay. No, I'd already knotted that, didn't I? All I had to do was clip that. Let's do it one more time to make sure it's secure. Okay. And there's our cute little sweater. I was gonna, oh, I've done moved him. I was gonna put him on the little, oh shoot, panda bear. The sweater came out too big for the little panda. So I can't put it on him. And it's too little for the girl. Put it on the pickle. Oh, we want to dress a pickle? I don't think it's big enough. No, it's not big enough for the pickle. So what do we want to make this morning? A drum? You'll make a drum? Okay, let's make us a little ornament drum. We can start out with a red. And let's see how big around we need this drum to be. Am I putting y'all to sleep? I think I'm putting myself to sleep. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. Get me a stitch marker. Pull it through, and I'm going to start with 6, 12, 18. You know, the normal. The normal for amigurumi. You have the perfect man for me. Who is it? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Well, I don't know how I got that. Oh, I can't see. 2, 3. Well, just mess that up. Well, y'all, I think I am putting myself to sleep. I'm just forgot how to increase. Okay, this needs to be 2 single crochets around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, was it 6? Anybody else know my count? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Let's double check that because I had to cough and I think I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, this round is going to be 18. We single crochet 1 and increase. So we're going to do the cadence of 3. It's going to be 1, increase. Oh, that hurts. Oh, I thought my leg hurt before I changed it. You want down, baby doll? Or you just don't like the way I'm sitting? Okay. Okay, 1, increase, 2, 3, 1, increase, 2, 3, 1, increase, 2, 3, 1, increase 2, 3, you'll make some drum earrings. How's that sound? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's probably big enough for round. Okay, you want it the same color, a different color? I'm thinking let's make it variegated down the side. Okay. We need to go back and color change. Okay, take half of that stitch out and go back and we'll do a color change. And I am going to be working in the back loops so that this will turn down for us. Oops, I didn't do that right. No, we're not decreasing and adding at the same time. We're adding and working in the back loops only, so this will turn under for us. Back loops only, just remember, back loops only, 1 single crochet around for 18 single crochets. Okay, can y'all see how that's flat now and it's turning up for us? Throw it in the floor. But here it is in my hand. It's flat on the bottom and it's coming up on the sides. And we'll just single crochet around for a few rows and see how we need to be. Well, nah, we can cut our red. We'll just color change back to it. I think I just cut my fingernail off. Be careful when you're crocheting. You can cut your fingernails off. You can cut, oh, what did I do recently? See right here, I cut, it wasn't the web of my hand. The web of my hand is more down here, but I snipped that bad the other day. So you can injure yourself crocheting. And now we're going back to crocheting in both loops. And little simple shapes like this, you can make them up in your head. Now I do need a pattern for a stocking, a Christmas stocking. A little bitty tiny one like an ornament. And I've seen pictures. I can't find a pattern. So if y'all have one, let me know. Or tell me where I can find one. Because I've looked on YouTube. It shows me pictures. But I haven't found a tutorial or just anything on it yet. All I can find is shorts. Ooh, we forgot to move our stitch markers. Excuse me. Oh, get me some more water here, y'all. For those of you who just tuned in, are y'all crocheting today? Or are y'all just watching YouTube? Yeah, my husband and I watch YouTube. He loves to watch them guitar lessons so he can figure out a new way to do something, or an old way to do something. And then I'm watching crochet, trying to figure out what I want to make next, or how this was made, or everybody has something to teach you. Just keep watching YouTube. When I watched YouTube, I just type in crochet. If that's all I want to watch. Just type in crochet, it'll show up for you. If you want specific, you have to type in like crochet Christmas stocking, small, or ornament. Move your stitch marker up. Well, how deep does our drum need to be? I think it needs at least one more after this one. I think I need one more round of the red, or of this yarn. One more row. And then we'll change back to our red and work in the back loops only. And that will turn us back ways again. Yeah, and I've watched a lot of crochet videos for this drum. They make 3 pieces. They make a long piece, sew it together. They make 2 round pieces, and then they have to sew all that together. I don't know why we have to do all that sewing together. I'd rather just make everything I have no sew. Okay, now we're going to change our color back to the red. Snip this. Get our red. And we complete this last single crochet. Now we're going to be working in the back loops only. And this will make this turn under for us. So down your yarn tails, work in the back loop only. Oop, my yarn tail got on the wrong side. Let me get it back to the inside. Remember, back loops only. Okay, this is starting to turn under for us. And we're going to start stuffing. We're not going to need that much. Now I've got this tinsel-like stuff everywhere now. Just a little bit more. And now this is going to be a decrease row. We do 1 single crochet and then decrease. So we're working in the top loops now. 1 single crochet and then decrease. One single crochet, decrease. 1 single crochet, decrease. One single crochet, decrease. One single crochet, decrease. One single crochet, decrease. Well, I forgot to do stitch markers, didn't I? Let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now the next round is going to be 6 decreases. So we're just decreasing all the way around. Oops. Decrease all the way around. Yeah, this will shape up. We just need to finish. Uh-oh, have I gone too far? Where are we? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's 6. Okay. Cut our yarn. and we just sew it together. Pull my stitch marker out, or somebody be confused about that pink yarn, won't they? Pulled too hard and unthreaded my needle. And I didn't need this much yarn to thread my needle. It's just that I got so aggravated with that last project that I had such short yarn tails. Just sew our yarn tail closed. Wait a minute. Do we want to make this into earrings? We don't. Well, let's see. We could sew an earring here. Well, let's just leave that like that, and we'll think about making that into an earring. And we'll start out with, we started that with red before. Let's make another drum then. Yeah, that's a fine drum. Last week, I had asked my husband to, when he went to his guitar practice, to pick me up some 2 different colors of brown that is not latte or coffee. I have plenty of latte and coffee. So, he brought me home latte and coffee. This morning I'm looking for a brown. All I can find is latte and coffee. Why? I didn't know that at the time. But my husband went with me through. He said, I know I brought it home because you said I did such good picking out these colors. They were perfect. And I'm going, yeah. Sounds like what I would tell you. 6. Pull that yarn tail closed. Add us a stitch marker. Need something that's going to show up better this time. Let's go through my yarn scraps over here. I've got tons of them. See if I have a, ooh, that's a neon orange. I think I can live with neon orange. So anyhow, we're going through all my yarn. We're going through all the drawers, all the specialty drawers. Because I keep my yarn in a cedar chest. And this cedar chest has 5 or 6 drawers on the side. The top drawer is for stuff. You know, stuff. It's everything you use for crocheting, but don't use it but every now and then. It's where you keep your pipe cleaners, and I use felt squares to keep the necks on my plushie straight. But I take the felt and roll it up and put it in the neck, and that keeps it from having droop neck. And so just like last time, we're going to increase on this, or almost on any amigurumi row 2, is increase to 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So anyhow, we're going through all of my yarn. Went through all of it. Started even pulling it out. I'm going, surely it didn't get stuck in the cabinet underneath everything. These are brand new balls of yarn. Okay, so we go through the drawers. Okay, it's not in the drawers. It's not in the closet with my yarn. We even start taking yarn out to see if it's underneath something. But we can tell there's no brown in there except for coffee and latte. So now we move over. I'm going, well, I've got some projects started that I never completed. Oh, and this round is single crochet and increase. So it's 1, increase, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So we're looking through everything. Where did I find my brown yarn? I've got 2 projects started with both of those. And I had put them up when I started working on Christmas. So that's where my brown is. But I just wanted to make a gingerbread man this morning. So 1, 2, 3. But in that project bag, I have other stuff in it. I've got those 2 projects started, and I've got a kit I'm going to make for y'all after Christmas is over, because I bought a kit to make with y'all, and well, I haven't done it. I was going to wait till after I do Christmas. And for a crocheter, making things in advance, you know, we think of Christmas starting in December 1st. Well, we don't think of Christmas in July. Okay. Now we're going to start working in both loops again, 12 single crochets, and we're going to do this about 2 rounds, I believe. Pull my stitch marker up, and I thought this orange would show up in this red. Look at that. Not really. Not as much as I thought it would, but I don't have anything else bright. So just single crochet all the way around for 18, and we're going to do that for 2 rows, I believe. I think that's what we do over here. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Okay. Uh-oh, forgot to change colors. Take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out. Forgot to change colors. I knew that didn't look right. So just get carried away and talk Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep. So there you go. I cannot talk and remember what I'm doing. Because I'm trying to crochet. I'm trying to tell you a story. And I'm trying to think. So I didn't do that correctly. Still not doing it correctly. I do not complete this single crochet. So calling Kitty 99. Hello. How are you doing today? I was doing just fine till I tried to change colors. And now I've got everything everywhere. Except for what I need. Get it all back. Yay. Got that done. And now we're going to do front loops only. Okay, get our yarn tight again. I don't know why you... Okay. Back loops only because we're going to turn down for our drum. So all we do is back loops only. And sometimes this tinsel doesn't want to come through easily. It slips a little bit, and when you slip, then that makes it means you dropped it, and then the next time through it's hard to do, and then you have to finally get it back right. So this has given me a little bit of a problem, but not too big. Well, y'all, I've been on here for a couple of hours now. Let's see. So I'm going to call it quits for today. Put this back and we'll finish that at another time. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I really do. And I'll see y'all next time. Thank you. Bye-bye. And I hit that button.